What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 19 video. Of course, Lakeland Vale by Stevie. Of course, we're on the PC. How's everybody doing? And welcome back to Corn Harvest. This will probably be the last Corn Harvest video that I make, just so everybody's aware. Last one. All right, we'll just jump ahead and do the work as we do, but we're gonna go ahead and get him going and then on to other things, because there's other work that needs to be done here on the farm, I'm just saying. Anyway, welcome in. Thanks for clicking on the video. How you guys doing today? Hope everybody had a good Monday, Tuesday, stuff like that. Now it's Wednesday, middle of the week already. Holy cow. Crazy. Middle of the work week, I should say, right? For those people that are still working through everything, right? Just saying. But anyway, we're going to fertilize field 21 because it needs it. And did you guys see the podcast yesterday? Those of you that did, will know that I did the potato harvesting mission during the podcast. I did lease the big modded harvester that I have, this bad boy right here. I did lease this thing. It has capacity for days. I set up course play, and then you had to get the header for it too, which is another massive thing. Yes, it's overpowered. Yes, it's not realistic, but you know what, gets the job done, right? Gets the job done. So there's that. Yeah, so okay, we're gonna need lime on 22. Ooh, which is fine and dandy. We just need to find a tractor. Find a tractor. Kick it old school. Why not, right? So for the record, Carson and I have talked about this, but I'll still say it in the video. It would not be cool to fall asleep listening to a waterfall in my house. No, that would not be cool at all. I'm just saying. The other thing from the comments last video, little blue pump. The little blue pump that could. Years ago, my dad bought out a local hardware store. Okay, down on like the old part of town, like street, you like could window shop in like this part of town, right? Like the old town of my town, right? And he bought out a hardware store many moons ago. Oh, there's a fence there. Where am I trying to go? Not there. Before I was the thing, of course. He this is a long time ago. Bought out a hardware store. Owned it for several years. Words are hard, boys, tonight. I don't actually honestly know how long he owned it. I know at some point he started selling lawnmowers, and then I guess he decided to get more into that. So he actually closed that shop up, hardware store, closed it up, moved to a different location. And I believe that's when he reopened as a lawn and garden shop. Okay, lawnmowers, trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, etc. That kind of stuff, right? And yeah, I guess when he closed up, I'm assuming that's when he closed up the not the lawn and garden, when he closed up the hardware store. I'm assuming, pretty sure. He had this little blue pump. It's a submersible, and you hook it up to a garden hose, right? Well, he sold it to a guy, and a couple years later, the guy was still a customer of Dad's, but this time for lawn and garden stuff, and somehow got to talking, and he ended up hiring. He was one of our first grass cutting customers that we ever had. Okay, like as a family, we had a grass cutting business thing for a long time. He was one of the OGs, like the originals. And he still had that pump. And the funny thing is, it was still in the box. It's still the price tag on it. He paid like $20 for it or something way back in the day. So old man's getting old. And I guess his family made the decision, him and his family and his wife is still alive, but they were they were well into their 80s. But they made the decision to go ahead, and he was going to move out of town. Actually, him and his wife were going to move out of town to live close to their daughter and kind of live out their years close to where their daughter was living. Because yeah, I think that was they had a son who actually died he was an Air Force, like a pilot in the Air Force, and he was doing a training mission out over the desert somewhere. And he got disoriented on which way was up and which way was down, and apparently he did a nose plant straight into the desert. So they just had a daughter after that was, still alive. So they moved to where she was at, because she had a career and kids and husband and all that stuff. So they moved with her. But right before that, they decided to like kind of clean out their garage and stuff, and he called up my dad and he's like, "Hey, I want you guys to come over and get some stuff." One of the things that he gave my dad was that little blue pump. And, we call it that in the guy's name. That's his pump. We still call it his name today. And I'm not going to say his name, of course. But super nice guy. Just super he was like a grandpa, He was just like our grass cutting grandpa. One of several, because we cut grass for a lot of older people back when we used to cut a lot of grass. But we still have the pump, and I believe we still have the box for it, which is like super cool to me. And there's a few other things he gave us, like a sledgehammer. Basically just an old guy trying to clean up some of his stuff and wanted it to go to, a good home, I guess, and whatnot. So honestly, I think that night of or that day we went over there was more about kind of having a farewell conversation with us, I think that's what it was more than anything, because after that we didn't see him again. And like I said, he moved on, and I think the following year for Christmas, he was so nice to us all over the years, but that following year for Christmas, he sent my brother and I each $100 bill and in a card for Christmas. And I think that was the last we had ever heard from them. And that's been, God, that's probably been over 15 years ago. Yeah, I would say over 15 years ago at this point. So I'm sure he's gone by now, but man, he was a good guy. He really was. His wife was great too. Wife was a retired nurse. I'm not sure if she was military. The guy, he was ex-army. And I believe, like I said, without getting into too much detail, he was counterintelligence in World War II. He was a World War II veteran, and just the nicest guy. The nicest guy you would ever come across. He was awesome. Fond memories of that guy, I'm just saying. And actually there for a long time, when my brothers first started cutting his grass, he would cut his grass on, say, like a Wednesday, and my brothers would cut his grass on like a Saturday. He was that kind of, wanted his grass cut a lot. Good looking yard, I gotta fertilize this first. What am I doing? Can't do this. Gotta fertilize first, that way I don't have to work it. But yeah, he was that kind of guy. Gotta cut the grass twice, Nothing wrong with it. Super awesome guy though. So anyway, that's the origin story of the blue pump. The blue pump, we've used it for several things around the family. When we put in a sump pit over at my brother's house, we used that pump first. We've used it at the farm a little bit. Actually used it one year to pump down my buddy Casey's swimming pool for the winter. It ran for like 2 days, but it did it did the job. It did legit run for 2 days though. But like I said, it did the job, and it did the job quite well. Great little blue pump, and it still works. And that's a long time ago, 'cause my dad closed up in like the early 80s. I think is when he moved to the other street and started lawn and garden somewhere early 80s. So if you think about it, that pump has been around. That pump has definitely been around, guys. So it's kind of cool. And there was a couple other things. It was pretty neat. Good guy though. Good guy. Anyways, like I said, guys, this will probably be the last. Look at this thing just bully this tractor. This will be the last corn harvest video. I will skip ahead. And I guess, not I guess, I know we're going to be getting into pigs on the map. So we'll have to start working towards that here very soon. Because I feel like field wise, we're doing okay. I mean, probably wouldn't mind picking up something else here. Maybe like 19 before we get serious into pigs, you know, maybe pick up 19. So like need to have a selling party or maybe a wool party, not a wool, a cotton party again. Maybe that's what I should plant this time is cotton. Yeah, I kind of think I should, to be honest. I probably should plant cotton again. Just to have that money, you know? That money's so good. I need a different cotton planter though. I'm not happy with how I'm planting. I'm tempted to go with this. I really, really am. I feel like it would turn so much better on a tractor because it's 3-point hitch. So you get that, and you'd have to get, for like having seed and fertilizer and stuff, you'd have to get this little dude. You know what? Let's just do it. Why not? I don't think this is actually for that, but it works, right? Pretty sure. Let's just buy it. Why not? YOLO. YOLO. Because this little Great Plains that we have, I'm not a fan. And you guys have left a comment about the DB like 120 or DB 90 or whatever. I'm not at all a fan of the DB planters on Farm Sim 19. I just despise those things. They don't work well. Are all of our tractors busy? Nope. That wouldn't work. This tractor would not work because we need a front 3-point. What can we trade out? Trade out the auger wagon for this? Yeah. Let's go do that. That'd be a good trade. Need some more power on the auger wagon anyway, you know? Not gonna lie. But yeah. So, since I have made a video last in this series, we got another round of severe thunderstorms here in the St. Louis area. And in fact, this round produced a gust front that had 70-mile-an-hour winds in it, I believe. Somewhere around there, pretty close to 70, if not, yeah. It was insane, absolutely insane. And of course, this is the same kind of line of storms that went through like Iowa and Illinois, and yeah, really messed up a lot of stuff. You guys watch Cole the Corn Star? It was all part of that same line that hit him too. So I mean, it was rocking, man. Crazy. If any of you guys got any damage, that's just, it's horrible, absolutely horrible. And have not actually gone to the farm yet. I'm a little worried about the farm just because, you know, like our big shed was built in 1918, the center part. Our garage was built in 1918. And all of our buildings are old and kind of held together with bubble gum and, you know, good luck in a way. So we, you know, it's, yeah, not necessarily a good situation, you know. But we will be going down tomorrow or the day this video comes live. My dad's off, so sounds like we'll be down there like all day. So hopefully everything's okay and we made it out without too much damage. I think if it was something really bad, a neighbor would have called us by now. Because, you know, they kind of watch out for us, you know. They know that we're not down there like all day, every day kind of thing. So that would be, you know, considerate of them. And I'm sure that some of them would call if they saw some damage on our place, you know. But as far as I know, we haven't gotten any phone calls yet. Like I said, we'll go down tomorrow and give all the buildings a check in and just make sure everything's okay. Kind of nervous about the pumpkins too, because you get high winds like that, it can roll the vines up and it's just not good for them at all. So it can rip them out of the ground if you get high enough winds. We've had that happen before. The plants were a lot smaller than they are now, but like legitimately it ripped plants out of the ground and blew them across the bloom across the farm. Was I supposed to put seed in there or fertilizer? I bet I was supposed to put fertilizer in that front box, wasn't I? Let's try that. If I put fertilizer up here and then seed back there, it should work, right? Oh, I can't change that. So, okay. We'll have to fertilize after this thing, I guess. Not a big deal. And I know I don't need this much seed. Okay, so I actually don't need the front box at all then. I thought I would, but if I was doing this manually, it would help. But with the course plate, it doesn't matter. It'll just give me some front weight, you know. So that's an okay thing, honestly. So not a big deal. This is part of that. What is it, Cavernlin or whatever, that last DLC is what this is part of, and I've used it literally one time. The day that DLC came out, I did that stream, and I haven't touched it since. So kind of a whole thing, but really not a bad seeder. Like I said, I guess I don't actually need the front rig. I mean, it gives me weight, but I don't need it. What's the point in keeping it, you know? Just saying. So what needed to be repaired? There we go. Challenger. The good old Challenger. And actually, I know it's full of seed, whatever. I'm going to get rid of this Great Plains because I can't stand it. I'm just saying. The Vaderstad's not bad. Great Plains is terrible. It's terrible. Simply terrible. All right, so let's switch to cotton. So we do cotton again. We'll be able to buy probably field 19 because we'll have more cotton than we did last time. Plus there's still that one bale. We do cotton again. We'll make a bunch of money, and we'll be good to go. We will be good to go. So that should be pretty good, right? Should be pretty good. All right, our what's your doodle over there is about done. Our tribine, augerbine. I think somebody called it the other day. Wagonbine, something. Pretty funny. It was pretty funny, whatever it was. All right, turn our cruise up. We'll go empty and then go hit him, and he's gonna have quite a bit for us. Which is actually, we'll just drive him over here. We kind of got to come up this way anyway, so not a big deal. Not a big deal. But look at all of our busy worker bees. You know, it's great. Gotta love it. Gotta love course plays. Just get them working, right? Just saying. Get them and keep them working. All right. Spadoofadoo, just charge me my monthly money. I was wondering why my phone beeped. Got an email. Did you know you spent money with Spadoofadoo? For those of you that don't know, it's Spotify. I don't know why. I've recently started calling it Spadoofadoo. And it cracks me up, so therefore I'm going to keep saying it, okay? I'm just saying. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious, personally. But hey, maybe it's just me. What I don't think is hilarious is how this combine drives across field. I don't think it's funny at all. This combine's great, but man, driving it is kind of rough. Like, I won't even lie. Great in the field. Put her to harvest and get her done. It's pretty great with that, but driving it is not good. Got a super fast unload on it too, doesn't it? Wow. Probably go to 20 next. We should have started in 20 or in like 6, you know, something like that. Oh well. On we go. He'll get this auger wagon empty eventually. Come on, do I need to push you? Push up the hill. Go gadget wagon. Something like that, right? But yeah, so if you guys didn't see the podcast, go watch it. It came out yesterday. It's a pretty good one, I think. I think it's okay. It's got some interesting stuff in it, you know. Need to record another one like tomorrow, but we'll see if that happens. Minecraft started back up Monday. The first Minecraft video will be out eventually on the second channel. Having problems with YouTube processing stuff right now, so putting stuff on the second channel is taking forever because YouTube has not processed anything, and if it's not going to be in HD, I don't see a reason to release it. So I've got stuff on there that's almost 2 weeks old now that hasn't been processed, so I think I'm gonna have to take a look at it maybe tonight and like pick the oldest one and re-upload it, because some of that stuff was uploaded when my internet was really acting up, so I could see that being a problem, you know. So if that's the case, then that's fine. I'll just re-upload some of that stuff, which is not an ideal situation, but it, you know, at least it'll go to HD eventually, hopefully, you know. That's the hope, right? That is the hope. All right, you can just go to your first waypoint and get at it. We'll start our limer over here soon-ish. Kind of soonish. Oh, you're stuck, aren't you? Sorry, sir. Sir, I'm sorry. Sorry, my apologies. My apologies. My apologies, maybe? Just saying. You good? Yeah, you're good. All right, let's get one more load out with the tractor here, and then we could probably just empty ourselves in the next field, to be honest. So maybe we'll see. Come on, bud. Where you at? You're struggling to get up the hill. We'll see. Like, we need another tractor. Need more tractors, you know? Nah, not yet. Soon, though. Soon we will need more tractors, right? Now, so here's what I'm thinking. We buy that. We do cotton this next planting, right? We buy field 19. Okay, and then we're going to own a lot of the map. But we buy field 19. And then we start working on pigs. That's kind of the play. That's what I'm thinking, y'all. In cotton, I don't know if I'll show any of it in videos, to be honest, because we've been there, done that, you know. It's up to you guys. Actually, well, let me know. Do you guys want like a high-speed cotton harvest video, or just not see it at all? That's kind of the option, you know. Let me know what you guys think. Lease up a couple harvesters again and get after it. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, let me know what you guys want. You want to see the cotton harvest or not? Yes or no on cotton harvest? Like, you want to see it? You know what I mean, right? Pod track just leaves the old John Deere in the dust. Of course, he's hauling a lot more than I am, so there's that. All right, off to the other field we go. Crossing our beautifully cultivated ground. Whoopsie, my bad. My bad, bro. Yeah, what do you guys think? Cotton? You want to see it? Yes or no? Leave a comment below. And yeah. Need to play a lot of farm sim here in the next little bit. Actually, cotton harvest could be the podcast, the next podcast video too. I kind of like using this map because it helps me get stuff done, you know? At first, the theory was to not use this map, but like, I kind of like using this map because, yeah, it helps me get a lot done, you know? Like that potato mission I did, you know? Definitely helps. All right, let's get filled up, and then we'll just go straight to the dump point ourselves from Fred, the combine driver. Just saying. Fill me up, bud. Kind of fast too, you know? He's not actually full. Well, that's good. I thought he would have enough to you know, thought he would have extra, is what I'm trying to say. So that's good that he actually did not. So that's actually really good. I like that. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I'm like, oh, excuse me, John Deere. Need to go stop him off his course now. And probably should set up course to the other fields. Would probably be the best way to go. 'Cause right here, I can just dump, you know, it's not. If I can get it in there with this tractor. I got it in there with the John Deere. I don't know if I can get it in there with the case, you know. But try though. Yeah, we're golden. We are golden. So we'll take the John Deere here. If I can get it to click on the tractor, not the horseplay thing. There we go. We'll take him. We'll stop his course. We'll drive into a fence. A hedgerow. The glorious hedgerows, you know. It's around our pigs. Okay, cool. Which we will have soon enough. After cotton. After cotton and buying the field, we'll have money then. Well, we may not have a lot of money for pigs necessarily, but we will go ahead and get them then. So yeah. All right, so over here, I think I'm gonna set up another course real fast. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to, because kind of no point unless I save it, you know. I'm not gonna stay in the map tonight and get this all done, to be completely honest with you guys. So I'll just go ahead and park this guy over here for now. I'm gonna stay in the map a little bit tonight and get stuff like that is running done. I like to do that so I can just kind of AFK that process, you know. But as far as like harvesting these other fields, I don't think I'm gonna get this done tonight. So not a big deal. I'll get it done before the next video. Next video is either gonna be high-speed cotton or it's not. I'm not sure, to be honest. If you guys want to see it, you know, then you gotta let me know. Oh yeah, I don't know how that's actually gonna work, to be honest. We'll have to figure that one out, right? I don't know. I don't think there's enough hours between for me to play this. I mean, I know there's enough hours, but we'll see how many hours I get to put into this, you know, between now and Thursday night. So that'll kind of determine what the next video is, how many hours I can dedicate to FS between now and Thursday night. So, which is not going to be a ton, most likely. So there is that. But yeah, let's go on the farm all day Wednesdays. That kind of puts a cramp in my style, you know. Thursdays I used to get a lot of work done, but that's okay. Actually, not that much. I would sit around and watch streams all day Thursday usually, or Wednesdays I should say. Wednesday I'd watch some streams, you know, but that's kind of good to watch some other streamers, you know. You can always watch and learn, take some inspiration from, you know, that kind of stuff. And I've definitely done that over the years of streaming for sure. So yep. Why is this like not more yield over here? Seems like it's fertilized twice. Seems like it's kind of low, but I guess he really hasn't been running that long, like around. So it's not that bad, I guess. Not that bad at all. If you think about it, it's 924 bushels. That's actually a fair bit, you know. It's almost a semi. Pretty close to a semi, right? So depending on how legal you want to be and how moisture and all that good stuff, you know. How heavy is it, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, but we do need to have a selling party here eventually too. We got soybeans, we got iron, so we'll sell stuff eventually. We will sell stuff eventually. But yeah, so all right guys, so what I'm gonna do is I will for sure finish up what's running right now, possibly. And I'll try to put some time into this like Wednesday night after I get home from the farm. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the next video entails. Let me know if you guys want to see the cotton harvest. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But with this having said all that, I think this is going to be a good point to call it a video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, doodles.